event that you know and love. Welcome to QuakeCon.
You ready to rip and tear?
You can see why this show, with its unique and dedicated community, is so amazing, and why this event is a favorite for so many year after year. A quarter century of QuakeCons. Clearly the show had to go on, but it's a very different kind of show. We've taken one of the biggest LAN parties in the world and turned it virtual. And we've gone global, not just in reach, but in participation, with streams scheduled from our teams around the world. But there's one thing even our volunteers don't all agree on. Folks, have we come to a decision on this yet?
I'm so happy to be ready to plan QuakeCon's 25th anniversary. Are you ready?
It's not the 25th anniversary.
Wait a minute. That's next year. 25. Wait a minute. That's next year. 25. What?
It's the anniversary. We're excited.
No, it's the 25th. You don't have the anniversary on the first one. You have the anniversary on the second one.
QuakeCon started in 1996.
Is it year?
You're off by one.
I'm pretty sure it's 24. It's okay. It happens.
It's just words, whatever. What's the problem with this?
So 5 years ago.
Settled, clear as mud. Participating in that great debate, some of the volunteers who have helped build this show for the last quarter century. So I want to take a moment to once again thank the QuakeCon volunteers who contributed to this year's show as well, helping shape it with their ideas and ongoing support. And as a special tribute to the volunteers and to the show itself, I vow that I will live the full QuakeCon experience at home. For the next 3 days, I will only eat food served from a truck. I've got all my favorite t-shirts from previous QuakeCons lined up and ready to wear, and I'll be popping into the streams to chat with all of you throughout the show. But before we jump into the programming, let's take a moment to update you on a few of our games.
There we go. It's recording. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, everyone, to the temporary headquarters of ZeniMax Online Studios. You know, QuakeCon is one of my favorite shows of the year. In fact, it's community-based, just like Elder Scrolls Online. Some of my favorite ESO panel discussions have come at QuakeCon, where we get more time to go in depth about game features and systems. We're really sorry we can't be there in person this year, but I'm glad I get this moment to share with you, even if it's just on video. This year, ESO is taking you on a year-long journey through the dark heart of Skyrim. We recently launched the Greymoor chapter, and now record numbers of you are adventuring across the iconic landscape and discovering the sinister secrets lurking beneath Skyrim. And we've got more to come. The Stonethorn DLC is launching later this month, and to celebrate, I've got the world premiere of an all-new gameplay trailer for you. Check it out now.
Never, in the history of House Ravenwatch, have we witnessed such a depraved vampire conspiracy. The resurrection of the Grey Host would mean the end of Skyrim. Perhaps even Tamriel itself.
And if you haven't yet played ESO, now is the perfect time to start. It's free to play on all platforms for the next 2 weeks. So come and join the over 16 million of you that have adventured across this amazing fantasy virtual world. We can't wait to see you in Tamriel. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Now let's catch up with Jeff Gardner at Bethesda Game Studios. I mean, he's at home, but you know what I mean.
Эта студия очень интересная получается.
This is my new puppy, Moki.
Тот же.
Hi, Moki. So we're at QuakeCon about to do a big panel. When you first walk in that magnificent hotel and it's like a adult wonderland, and then you go back into the room with everyone's rigs and their computers, and you see everything that's going on there, and the excitement, it's amazing. And I actually really wanted to bring my son this year, but with the release of Wastelanders this year, we brought NPCs back into the game. Our last patch just recently added in a new looking feature and a challenge board called Legendary Run, which is free to all players, to allow you to do daily challenges, to get unlocked items and weapons. The game is super fun. We're continuing to tweak it, reading community feedback, changing things. It's going to be an ever-evolving game. We want it to evolve with the fans, and we're not done yet. Soon we'll have even more coming, including one Wasteland. With anyone and take on challenges regardless of your level. We'll also be adding a new way to explore and experience our dungeons with daily ops, plus the Season 2 Challenge Pass, Armor Race. And remember, all our updates are free to anyone who owns Fallout 76, so keep playing, and keep sharing your feedback with us. And if you haven't visited Appalachia, we welcome you to join us and see how much fun you can have rebuilding the Wasteland. Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. Now let's check in with Marty and Hugo for the latest on Doom Eternal.
The hair has gotten very long. It's feeling a little 80s right now. I figured I'd try to use the
Marty and I are a team, and Marty's the executive producer. He's the Jerry Bruckheimer of this equation. So to see him with longer hair, it's a little weird, but I'm digging Marty's hair, personally. I think it looks good.
If you've ever been to QuakeCon in Dallas, you know just how much this event means to all of us at id. For the past 25 years, we've camped out, playing games with you in the BYOC, offered sneak peeks and demos of our latest work, or shared our design stories in panels and presentations. And you've always been there for us. Thank you so much for helping create some of the best moments and memories in the history of our studio and our games.
It's been amazing to see your response to Doom Eternal. I mean, I get so much from watching you play on Twitch and YouTube, from the Ultra Nightmare runs to the new players going through the campaign for the first time, or the incredible displays of skill from our top battle mode players on Friday Night Fights. Through it all, we're seeing you learn, get better, and master the experience. And that's what Doom Eternal is all about. So no matter who you are or how you play the game, know that your passion and appreciation continues to motivate all of us in everything we do.
Нет, уже скидки сейчас проходят. Есть Quake Champions.
It's also amazing the amount of carnage and destruction you've managed to create
Можно
in the
провести
short
пару
time
матчей,
since launch.
получается, и
Like,
получите
how
всех
about the
чемпионов,
fact that
получается.
you've killed more than
Во время
12
вот этого
billion demons? 2.9
QuakeCon
billion of those were by
2020.
glory kills alone, and 1 billion with everyone's favorite,
А
the
кто уже
super
то есть,
shotgun.
приобретал
Or
данную
how
игру, то
about
есть
the
могут получить все
607 million
автоматически.
nuked demons by the
Просто
BFG?
прилинковать
I mean,
Bethesda
that's a lot of dead demons. And who doesn't want more toys? You've managed to collect 41 million of those things and amass 86 million one-ups. And by the way, because I get asked this all the time, yes, the team at Bethesda is working hard at getting the real toys made for you.
We really have enjoyed seeing how much fun you're having with the game. But we've also been hard at work on updates and new content, from new visual rendering modes and a totally new battle mode map to empower demons and multiplayer latency improvements. Doom Eternal gets bigger and better with every update. Despite the challenges of working from home, we're still looking forward to releasing Invasion and more campaign master levels, as well as new maps, playable demons, and a competitive ranked mode for battle mode. Our highest priority, however, has been on what you told us you want most: So, what better place
Legendary
to
Run,
share a short
Fallout
tease
4,
of our first campaign expansion?
Fallout 3,
You are here to
Eternal,
restore order to my world and control. You understand the threat they pose to all my creations.
Elder Scrolls, онлайн, Legendary, Skyrim получается, Wolfenstein, Dishonored, Prey, не Prey, кстати, очень хорошо. Rage,
Yes,
первый,
the Ancient
второй.
Gods Part 1. Picks up
Passage
after
второй.
the events
Quake
of Doom Eternal.
Champions,
Hell was ripped, heaven was
Skyrim,
torn, and the
Fallout.
Slayer's legend grew. Your rampage of destruction saved humanity from extinction, but it came at a cost. Now there's an imbalance
сейчас
in
вот
power. Ruler of the Doom universe must
есть
rise
от
to set
компании
things
Riot
right.
Game.
It's all very cool, very comic book.
Yes,
Здесь
thank
нужно,
you
то есть,
again from
прилинковать
everyone at id
Epic Game
Software.
аккаунт,
And hopefully, we'll be seeing you all
link
in person again next
rockcompany.com,
year.
Epic Game
Next up,
прилинковываете,
let's head to Tokyo,
потом
the
проверяете,
home
чтобы
of Ghostwire
iTunes
Tokyo,
была.
and visit with the
Также
incomparable
в Твиче,
Shinji
получается,
Mikami.
настройки. Смотрите, чтобы здесь тоже Rock Company Bethesda была прилинкована.
単語ゲームワークスの三上真司です、こんな時期ですけど、クエイコンにオンラインで参加してくれる皆さん、ありがとうございます。なんか最近しんどいなと思ってたら、今年で、業界30年になってました。ゲーム業界の化石にはなりたくないので、これからは生きた化石として頑張ろうと思います。さて、ゴーストワイヤーの話です。前回の PV の後、皆さんから非常に良い反響をいただきました。ありがとうございます。残りの制作期間をかけて、私たち一同、よりユニークでより魅力的な作品にするために、頑張っていきたいと思っています。そして今回、ゴーストワイヤー東京について重大な発表があります。なんとゴーストワイヤー東京では犬の頭をなでなでよしよしすることができます。ではまた。
Arigato, Mikami-san. Speaking of petting dogs, be sure to donate to one of our favorite QuakeCon charities, Dallas Pets Alive, for some really cool t-shirts. More on that later. Now let's see what's up with our friends at Arcane Lyon, Binga, and Sebastian.
Sorry, I just bumped the
Okay. Также здесь.
Bonjour tout le monde. Such a honor to be following Shinji Mikami.
But we're also honored to be addressing all of you at QuakeCon.
Like our friends at Tango, Arcane released our first gameplay trailer for Deathloop in June at the PS5 Future of Gaming event.
We were energized by all your heartwarming positive feedback. Let's recap what we can share with you about our game.
We introduced you to Colt, a soldier trapped in a time loop on the island of Black Reef, hunted by everyone, forced to relive the same day over and over again. In order to free himself from this cycle of madness, Colt must kill 8 powerful visionaries before midnight. But they are scattered across the island, and their schedules don't seem to line up in a way that will make it possible. And this is where you come in. You get to decide how to exploit them, how to go loud, figure out your target's plans, decide how and when to exploit them, how to go loud or to go stealthy, what passes to take, decide how and when to exploit them, how to go loud or to go stealthy, what passes to take, and each time the cycle resets, you will be stronger, wiser, closer to solving the mysteries of the island, and finally, breaking the loop.
But watch your back. Juliana, one of your targets, is a rival assassin. Our sole purpose is to sow chaos in your carefully led plans. Sounds exciting? Well, if you feel like being the villain, you can step in her sneakers and control her in another player's game to create memorable duels and skirmishes.
Whether you decide to break the loop as Colt in the campaign or become a villain in other players' games as Juliana, you'll choose your tactics, your weapons, your abilities, and tailor your own approach and playstyle. Now, let's talk about the world, and more precisely, Black Reef, as the island itself is a character, and everything you see contributes to the game and the story in Deathloop.
First, take a northern island with a mysterious fishing town, completely isolated from the world. Spice that up with 60s-inspired pop art, and use it as a backdrop for a wild, crazy never-ending party. Then you'll get an idea of the world that Arkane Lyon's art team is building for you.
And because Deathloop is supercharged by the power of the PlayStation 5, you can expect a feast for the senses. Smooth frame rate, 4K and HDR support, and we are also utilizing DualSense controller features like haptic feedback and adaptive triggers to immerse you in first-person shooter gameplay.
I'm sure you're eager to see more of Deathloop. Don't worry, we'll be
Вообще,
satisfied.
беседка очень интересные игры выпускает. Кто не играл ни разу вообще, то есть, не может
And
говорить
thanks to
об
all our
играх,
studios
кто
who
не
remain
играл в ее
dedicated
игры.
to delivering amazing experiences that you'll play and love for years to come. A few months ago, we started our celebration of
Вначале
20
был
years
Вольф,
of
потом
Arcane.
появился вот
Here's a
Doom,
quick look at what
потом
makes
уже
Arcane
те же
Studios
Еретик,
so special.
Quake. У них достаточно интересные и законченные такие проекты, и то есть есть во что поиграть.
Nothing is an accident. Everything is in motion.
Тоже у них достаточно сдержанный DLC получается. То есть у многих прям, я не знаю, по 5 лет выпускают DLC, это тоже не совсем у них, то есть год-два они очень хорошо игру поддерживают и выпускают такие крупные DLC. Здесь, по-моему, 2 вида, там дизайны в Prey вообще интересная игра, то есть там против мимиков выживать надо было. И то есть на станции. Вы оказываетесь на станции,
Like every year,
просыпаетесь,
we're running
непонятно
all
что.
kinds of deals and specials, including the Arcane Bundle, which features so many of the studio's biggest hits. Throughout the week, you can pick up many of our games for 50% off, some as low as 80% off. And we're also putting ESO's newest chapter, Greymore, on sale for the very first time. Plus, you can play ESO for free for the next 2 weeks on the platform of your choice. Head to BETHESDA.net for all the details, including the QuakeCon PC bundle and the worldwide launch of the Doomslayers Digital Edition. And that about wraps it up for me. Before I go, a quick shout out to our sponsors. They'll be giving away some great prizes throughout the show. Also, a reminder, we're supporting a range of charities throughout the stream, and you can donate directly to the same charities we're supporting. These include UNICEF, Direct Relief, NAACP, Legal Defense and Educational Fund, and the Trevor Project. And of course, we're continuing to work with one local, Texas-based charity that's near and dear to my heart, Dallas Pets Alive. Don't miss out on getting one or both of these awesome t-shirts. We've got a full schedule on Bethesda.net, along with all the news we've revealed and information on how to participate in our charitable initiatives. And be sure to join us in our QuakeCon Discord channel to connect with the community. It's almost like being right there in the BYOC. And now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the next 3 days of streaming. We're honored that you've made QuakeCon your home. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have fun.
Потом я попробую, наверное, поиграть в Quake, и Quake, наверное, второй посмотрю. Может быть, другие тоже.
Oh shit. Ooh, touch the button.
Hi, folks. Gonna have to wait for my phone to stop.
Hold on. Nicole!
Deathloop is supercharged. Supercharged.
Really excited about Ancient Gods part. Is that what it is?
That's what made God. Ugh. God bless America. The sound guy is like, dude, what the
Онлайн-трансляции тоже не так просто. Все может
With my Fallout mug.
Кто-то может зайти, кто-то может рядом проехать.
Look, I'm easy, like...
Кошка, собака, ребенок, что угодно может произойти сейчас. Пчелы.
Bug.
I could be like this.
Do not put that on camera.
Так, вот он, получается, расписание. 7, 8 и 9. Вот в это время, получается, Fallout 76 Global Community, Welcome to QuakeCon at Home, Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, Doom Eternal, презентация видеоигр, 5 часов по ПМ, то есть сейчас вот 12 часов, это получается 10 часов вечера, ну примерно там 12, 10 разница, да? Prey, Telvis, Janina Gavankar and Susan Cat. Doom Eternal panel with Hugo Martin and Marty Strayton. Truvium Smet, Alan Vera, и Amiga, другие Human Demons. Это, наверное, даже, может быть, косплеи будут. По Fallout 76, вот сейчас основная, то есть платформа, ну как, то есть проект, который вот у них сейчас выстрелил, это вот Fallout 76, Fallout Cosplay, вот Prey Moon Crash, это, ну, миссии на Луне. Секреты, вот Doom ввела секреты, получается, вот, можно продонатить. Донаты растут, получается, если до 10 тысяч дойдется, то есть будет раздача и Quake, и Quake 2. В борьбе с ковид, фонд ЮНИСЕФ поддержка тоже. Сталкер 2 кто-то пишет. Да, Сталкер 2, многие, которые вот, когда вот Fallout вышел, есть такая интересная история, то есть когда вышел Fallout, после этого вышел Stalker, и уже получается, создатели Stalker вдохновлялись Fallout, а создатели Fallout 4 вдохновлялись Stalker. Вот такая интересная история. Сейчас вот Stalker 2, я, то есть, на прошлых этих показывал ролики. Это достаточно интересная, то есть, игра. Вот кастомизированные корпуса. Сейчас, вот видите, такая компоновка, она нестандартная, то есть с райзерами выносными получается. О, это стимпанковский вариант. Какой-то религиозная, главное, стимпанк. Здесь различные корпуса, различные модели. О, X-Pink. О, это, я думал, а оказывается, это корпус для компьютера с жидкостным охлаждением. А вот эта видеокарта Титан, по-моему. Вообще вот стандартная компоновка сейчас, которая идет, то есть нижний блок питания и передний отсек. То есть единственное, что плохо, это видеокарта достаточно сильно греется. Так-то все нормально, но вот раньше блок, то есть при верхней компоновке блок очень сильно грелся. То есть КПД очень сильно падало. Чем больше КПД упало на этот, тем ниже эффективность остальных компьютеров. И начинали вот эти вот напряжения скакать. Но сейчас вот с нижним расположением уже эту проблему решили. Но видеокарты прожорливее стали. Поэтому у меня тоже немного кастомизированный корпус. Ну так, охлаждение модернизировано, датчики поставлены. Но я пока без жидкостного. Жидкостная, конечно, дорогое удовольствие еще нужно. То есть есть кастомизированные вот системы. Их тоже требуется промывка получается, потому что они зарастают временем. Я все-таки, ну не знаю, мне кажется, лучше большой кулер, чем жидкостная просто. Мне вот такая вот больше нравится. В столе прозрачные столы. Очень нравится. Пированные. Под ногами никакого корпуса нету. Очень многие проекты вот сейчас вот именно дублированные столы идут, то есть там акрил и закаленное стекло используется. Многие специально подсветку регулируют, то есть сейчас RGB-ленты подключаются прямо напрямую к материнской плате. Раньше то есть, нужно было хаб использовать всякие. Сейчас то есть, это купилось. Вот UNICEF, Trevor, Direct Relief, LDF. Рейдж. Кто первый рейдж проходил, ставьте палец вверх.
Good position to take a fight, not just on Razy's turn, but on his own. And there we go, Toxic. Catch up, this is what I was worried about from the start. Tox kind of getting carried away and just throwing these frags into Razy's face time and time again. This has been one of our biggest criticism of Toxic.
Я немножко подзабыл, раньше еще была серия Unreal Tournament. То есть вот эти вот Quake, и одна из серий такая неплохая была, Unreal Tournament. Там надо было различные миссии, то есть там уничтожаешь, продвигаешься дальше с командой, и то есть захватываешь контрольные точки, пользуешь технику, то есть достаточно интересная механика была. Передавая на
I will admit, I was a little bit concerned seeing Tox pick the Keel into this matchup purely because, I mean, when I look at it on paper, I just think about
вот этот вот Quake Champions похоже на Unreal Tournament, но там как бы техники, что ли, и без контрольных точек. Движение там где-то надо было танк, где-то надо было, то есть и стереть, то есть отключаешь там, например, энергетические модули, потом то есть проникаешь внутрь корабля и потом уже то есть, захватываешь. И вот интересные миссии были. То есть это все с командой, получается, и время шло.
I also haven't really
Нужно
seen
было или
anything come
успеть,
out
или
of Toxic in
проиграть.
terms of grenade use that really makes me go like, wow, he is
Ну, то
using
есть
these
постоянно
grenades
умираешь,
to the best of
возрождаешься
their
и снова
potential.
дальше.
He just shoots them
Другая
every
команда
now
то же
and then in the
самое.
hopes of catching Razy, but they've never been a decisive factor in any of these fights just yet. And Razy, once again, popping that shield to stay alive. Toxic, 7 frags. 3.5 minutes to do it, and showing up way too early. That was 7 seconds before the mega spawned, and Razy is going to capitalize off of that mistake once again.
I mean, a major problem is that Razy is A, too agile, so the grenades can't even come close to hitting him. And B, how often is Razy, like, not at the close range where the grenades can be a game changer during a fight? Razy is keeping this fight as far away as possible. It's LG, it's rail. It's never a position where
Потом
Toxic
достаточно,
really
то
get
есть
much benefit. Like, even here, there's enough room for Razy to just kind of play that dance in and out in between grenades.
уже продвинулись
And he had a
тот же
shoot all if he wanted.
ЗС-ка,
This is a free
то
frag.
есть обычные вот эти вот карты,
That's Razy feeling himself. Razy out for revenge.
контртеррористы, террористы
Yeah,
и
Toxic. This is essentially
нас.
an impossible task.
This is a GG right here.
Там тоже была
Yep, no way.
очень быстрые матчи,
Not with
получается.
this momentum. Not with
Быстрое
this
применение
time.
оружия, и оружие, то есть очень уникальное было. То есть там пробиваемость
Too many frags when he
и
absolutely
различные.
didn't have to. So now now. The LG on LG Toxic once again. This is full
Сейчас
desperation
CSGO
right
уже,
here.
я
He
не
knows
знаю,
that if he
в
can't put
магазин больше
together 5
понимает,
frags
чем
in the next minute or so, it's
соревновательные
over and
дисциплины.
done. So he has no choice but to try and push relentlessly, even if it keeps extending Razy's lead.
At this point, Tox really has to just sit and try and keep his execution high. There's no way he's winning this map. Razy has done way too much work
Раньше в
in a
компьютерных
short
клубах
space
сидели,
of time.
пока ни у кого
But
компьютеров
this
не
really,
было.
yeah, and Tox, he knows.
Все сидели рядом друг с другом,
Okay,
получается,
so I
играли, у
imagine
кого-то
Tox
время
is having some issues with
заканчивалось.
his connection. That if
Многие,
there's
то
to be
есть,
any kind of downtime in
известное
between,
время
he
было,
can stand up into.
получается.
That would be unfortunate if he's having any troubles, because if he happens to deal with a high-octane clutch of Razy's caliber, I imagine that's no easy task on the best of days. So after this, I'm sure we'll find out what the situation's going to be. However, it's not going to stop things from being a 1-0 for
Когда вот
Razy,
дисциплины,
who has
получается,
just got an
ЦСКА,
absolute clutch clinic. He makes it look easy for you, but it really isn't, is it?
Absolutely not.
Redaler,
His aim, his movement, it is all
Age
just
of Empires,
to perfection. The
StarCraft.
rails he's hitting, DLG and the
Когда
tracking.
второго не было,
And then there's
первый
also
StarCraft.
just those neat
Тоже
little things
интересно,
that
да?
Razy does time and time again, right? The nail gun jump over at the bounce
А,
pad
и
near heavy,
еще
just
этот
going right up to railgun. He did it
серьезный
twice already
сэм.
this map.
Вот.
It's those little
В кооперативе
things, those
серьезный
little
сэм тоже
flares
можно было в
that
кооперативе.
Razy just so well known for. Tox not catching sight of Razy until it's already too late. And that's a very angry and stacked robot. Toxic trying to use the wall ahead of him to just bounce the nades backwards. But Razy is gonna hold his ground and finish things off. 16-3 already. This does not bode well.
But this is a Razy game. This is what happens when Razy gets the clutch. He's getting juggled, and he does get completely annihilated. But it is absolutely too little too late. But this is what happens when Razy picks clutch. It's kind of one side of the seesaw or the other. It can go absolutely amazing for him. But on the flip side, we have seen it be disastrous. It really depends on how prepared the opponent is for
Unreal
the
Tournament,
matchup and how they handle the heat. Because Razy, he will be aggressive, he will be fast, he'll be in your face all the time.
Там
That's
различные,
how
то
he
есть
plays
захват
clutch.
флагов,
He knows you're going to
перенос
push him.
флага, то
He
есть
knows you're going to
центр
constantly. You're going to hit him with
хождения
every
другой
shot. So
команды,
his entire goal is I am
захват контрольных
I
точек и
outfrank you every
контроль
step of the way.
времени.
Indeed, so, and that is going
Или
to
там
be
продвижение.
Razy taking home map.
Контрольную
Now,
точку,
you
то есть
keep in mind,
проходишь.
since we've passed the relegation games, it's actually just a best of 3, so Razy only needs one more win to continue along the brackets, and yeah, getting pretty close to a 2-0 victory already. Was a pretty interesting game. Very high octane, lots of frags. Razy proving insurmountably strong with that clutch once again. I do think that Tox at one point just gave up way too much room, way too many frags to his opponent, and that's something that we've worried about a lot when it comes to Tox. He takes these fights where he shouldn't, and I feel like Awoken is one of the mobs that just compels him to do so more than any other. You'll see him stand on that center area of the map, which is what's called as T, when his opponent, Razy, is outstacking him, has better weapons, and Toxic just stands there firing rockets down at Razy a second before Mega's about to spawn, hoping he's going to land some good rockets. But he's not, and Razy's LG is perfect, especially on a large target like Q. So Toxic just dies within seconds, and he achieves absolutely nothing with that kind of an aggressive push. The only thing that happens is that Razy keeps extending that lead, and I think that we saw too many mistakes like that come out of Tox.
Definitely that, and I hate to say I was not a fan of the champion matchup either. I do not think that what Tox was trying to do really worked with Keel, because when you look at Keel's weaknesses combined with how Razy was playing, it was just advantage Razy every step of the way. He's going to hit those shots. He has a large target to out-damage. He has movement that you don't have. He can mitigate damage, whereas, you know, there were, like, look at how little the grenades actually connected in the first place. It just... There was not one single advantage Tox had there, and combine that with the fact that Razy played better, no surprise it was 17-5, or, you know, as one-sided as it was. But that was only one map. It was an unusual map, absolutely, but we are going to be moving on to the next map, which I believe is going to be Awoken. Not Awoken, sorry.
Ruins, I think.
So I've got my notes on the side, and for some reason that was the word that I read, but it is Ruins.
Так, немножко зависло.
Yeah, Ruins, and we're gonna see the frog being used by Razy, so it's actually Razy who takes away Toxic's ability to crouch slide in this matchup, and he's going up against the Ison two pretty solid picks for this map. Strog has got a lot of speed, a lot of mobility, that quick acceleration that can get you out of so many bad situations, but also help you get to the item faster than your opponent. So Toxic clearly struggling with the speed disadvantage this time around. But then in turn, he's got the turret that gives him a lot of information. It'll shoot at your opponent even when you're nowhere near, so you can find out exactly where he is on the map. And putting it down mid-fight forces your opponent to be distracted and divide your attention between you and the turret that's pelting them with a hell of a lot of damage.
I believe I've just inhaled air. Really sorry, everyone. Excuse me. Sorry, I normally have a mute button, but home broadcast don't quite have it. That took me by surprise. So I believe we're waiting for Tox to actually rejoin. I think he's gone for a PC restart. If he was having some connection issues, he might have gone for a full restart. We'll see what happens and hope that things improve for him. We would absolutely love and want Tox to be able to play at full capacity, because when he does, it's a complete treat. But I guess actually on the opposite end of that, Flea, we haven't really touched on it, but while we wait, let's do a mini recap of why Razy is somewhat of a talking point. Stage 3 finals, he underperformed catastrophically, and he's out for, you know, he wants to be able to redeem himself here.
It was a disastrous event from Razy, right? Because if you think back, Stage 2 finals, Razy made it to the Grand Finals, right? He made it to the winner bracket finals, went up against Rafa once, lost, made his way back to the loser brackets again against Rafa, lost once more, but still, clearly top 2 that tournament. No one could touch Rafa or Razy in that context. And then comes Stage 3 finals. Razy picks Cypher as his first opponent rather than someone that might have come from the Challenger relegation games, and he ends up losing. Next match, loses against Wenger, his own teammate. So Razy, one of the people that most of the viewers were looking at this is a potential thing, drops out within 2 matches. Now, he has had his share of revenge. He actually beat both Cypher and Wenger during Stage 4, so he clearly showed what he's capable of, but I think a lot of people are expecting great things, and Razy, more so than anyone else, was disappointed with how he performed, and he really wants to do better this time.
No one knows better than Razy that Razy could do better than that. It was just a string of really unfortunate events, I can only assume, that just led to the way things went for him. And he just got eliminated earlier than anyone possibly expected. You normally talk about Razy being one of the absolute most consistent players. You'll see him in the top 3 every single time. He may not get the win, right, but he's always going to be right at the kind of top of the pyramid, you know. And
_онлайн, voiceover чат, голосовой чат, Дженнифер Хейл и Руби Даймонд. Так. Все, уже разобрали. Здесь нужно успевать. Вот здесь, например, Dark Story Online, эксклюзив Level Pack. Нажимаете Give Key. Можете забрать эти. Нет. Еще рок тоже. Рок я вам показывал. Готовится тоже. Announcement трейлер. Рок я вам показал, то есть как можете забрать. Тоже на это время надо. Включили, как бы уж. И уже вот здесь вот отобразилось и все. Игры достаточно интересные, тот же вот Prey, то есть там модификации проводишь с искусственным, как бы с инопланетной ДНК, со своей,
The experiment was a failure.
Oh my god! Security! Security!
This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure.
The outbreak can be contained. Earth can be spared. It has to be me.
На сложном уровне очень
I know
хардкорная
what's
игра.
coming.
Some people will never understand what you can do.
Можно встречать людей, спасать. Потом, то есть, и интересные данные, и секреты. Там и внутри, и снаружи, и внутри модули. То есть в воздушном пространстве, и в космосе. Очень интересно.
We can fight the invasion. If I
Можно и
can't
гранаты,
see this,
замедающие.
I'm taking every last one of them with me.
Статистику гранаты, все, что хочешь. Все можно было там разобрать, собрать, получается, потом модифицировать.
What the hell have you done?
Честно, специальное оружие. Сначала, то есть, с пистолетом нормально, а потом, чем дальше, тем тяжелее. В космосе тоже нужно специальное оборудование.
Hello, Morgan. Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms. You've seen what those creatures can do. Once testing starts, there's no going back.
Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds.
Warning. This is a station-wide emergency.
If just one of those creatures gets...
Новый проект. Так, темное сердце. Скорее. Skyrim тоже достаточно интересная игра, огромная карта была. То есть многие даже не прошли всю карту. Различные там доэдрические итоги. Стрельба из лука и драконы. Но это онлайн-версия. На технодомовский. Да. Здесь типа сидите дома, наверное. 6 по 19 августа.
Back to Earth. We're lost.
Там еще такая пушка была, вот. Она заделывала, вот. Можно было заделывать или наоборот.
Earth. We're lost. The tests. They changed you. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way. Nothing can survive.
Можно турели встречать.
Whenever you're ready, Morgan.
This is Morgan. The year is 2034. I keep having this dream. I'm just staring into the black between the stars. There's something there. I know there is. I can't see it, but it sees me. It sees everything. You know what I'm talking about. Or you will soon.
Есть еще выживалка, вот, вдохновленная вот этим. Но она тоже неплохая.
This is Morgan. The year is... Please listen. This isn't a dream. It's a nightmare. There's no room for uncertainty. There's no room for doubt. And know this, there's more at stake than just Talos 1. If what happened here, if even one breaks containment, we're all lost. To make this right, someone has to die.
Всем советую Pride поиграть, тоже интересно.
I keep having this dream.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration set for this meeting. There is a 3 p.m. meeting in TranStar Conference Room A to greenlight research and development plans. Please confirm your attendance prior to arrival. The most recent test results from the Cybertron. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment.
Good morning, Morgan. Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
Мы тоже, наверное, после карантина каждый свою историю оставит, и потом, то есть, каждый может сказать, что произошло, что такое 2020 год был. Как к такому мы пришли. Первый прей очень сильно отличается по механике, Я даже не думал, что это такая интересная. Трансляции. Вот сейчас. Fallout 76. Колоссальная проблема. Event. Wolfenstein тоже. Первый Вольф вышел, то есть там были собаки такие злые, потом есть тайники, нацистское золото. Это очень интересно было. Передовой сюжет достаточно и веселая достаточно игра была. Там потом можно было победить в последней схватке. Return to Castle, возвращение в башню Wolfenstein. Да, мой компьютер тогда не тянул, но у меня тоже немножко поиграть получилось. Да. Первый Вольф уже есть в браузере, даже система была. Советую попробовать, то есть он простой достаточно, но интересный. И Doom 1. Doom 6. Doom. Так. Автоматный Doom. Ну, вот Doom 2, например. Вот такая вот графика пиксельная, но очень весело. Такие вот чужие хищники. И вот монстры. Графика, конечно, устаршла, но механика получается. Вот здесь вот броня, здоровье, номерное оружие. Армор, ну как бы дополнительный урон получится. Ромеро и Карма. Джон Ромеро и Карма как раз уровни. Сейчас Doom, то есть многие модификации, моды получается. И его только не запускают чуть не на калькуляторах получается. Здесь можно мастер левел на самому Doom делать. Вот такой вот гатлинга пулемет. Такие пушки были, вот это какая-то инопланетная пушка, то есть самый хардкор. Бензопила получается, то есть когда патроны заканчивались, приходилось переходить на бензопилу. Тоже интересная механика была. Там тоже нужно было, то есть иногда некоторые, помню, во втором Думе или в третьем, нужно было уметь прыгать, получается, иначе ты проигрывал и там пересохраняться приходилось. Такая графика полетающая. Да, смотрите, 95-й год, 90-й, там, 93-й, помню, 95-й год. Помню, Doom 3 как-то или он немножко или Doom 4 немного отличался по механике. Вот такая вот Fallout Shelter есть на мобильных платформах, получается. Там механика очень такая простая, но тоже интересно. Они сначала Fallout Shelter запустили, а потом Fallout 4 осенью. Они как бы привлекли внимание. Очень интересный промоушен. Doom Eternal, вот, я уже говорю. Здесь.
Он воплощение битвы с демонами. В ярости он истребляет их на земле и за ее пределами. Лишь на него мы уповаем. В этой вселенной есть лишь одна доминирующая форма жизни, и в руке у нее стальной меч возмездия.
С возвращением, великий палач.
Время палача настало.
Elder Scrolls. Также не забывайте, есть еще платформа GOG. Скоро она тоже будет достаточно популярна. У них, то есть, мультизагрузочный, получается, клиент идет. И здесь вот сейчас, по-моему, что проходит, можно Gwent себе играйте в Gwent на своем аккаунте. И потом, получается, можете получить первого Ведьмака. Везде все Стэрли Валли есть еще есть. Здесь Gwent, карточную игру устанавливаете или в клиенте, или в аккаунте добавляете. Ну, мне легче было в клиенте. И потом, то есть, через Gwent, получается, забираете себе вот этот Ведьмака. Так, вот этого у меня терпения не хватило. Fallout 4. Но здесь очень интересная тоже механика. Я в первый Fallout пробовал, во второй еще Нью-Вегас очень интересный.
Everything can change in an instant,
Сталкер играл.
whether or not you're ready.
Это гораздо шире.
This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. This time I'm ready.
Здесь вот у них игры Rage тоже, то есть там выживший остаешься.
War never changes.
Rage, если там метеорит, Fallout 4.
I have a question.
The only question that matters.
Ядерная.
Would you risk your life for your fellow man, even if that man is a synth?
Понятно, что в каждом персонаже различные фракции.
There is a cancer, known as the Institute, a malignant growth that needs
В
to be
каждой
cut
фракции нужны свои цели.
before it infects the surface.
Здесь нужно, то есть,
They're the real enemy, not the raiders, not the super mutants, not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Напарники начинаются враги, заканчиваются
Don't shoot! I swear I'm not a for God's sakes, we're family!
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough.
Различные точки фразы. Строительство очень интересное. Потом, то есть, оборонять очень было построено. Различные караваны. Там станки для модификации силовой брони. Подземелья, вот всякие. Различные интересные исторические отсылки. Оружие можно было очень сильно кастомизировать. Броню тоже. Новую броню.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there? Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the institute. The institute finds you.
Кажется, стали, по-моему. Ищет силовую броню. Подземка.
Let's go, boy.
Или можно было пройти за поселенцем. Да. Ну, это спешл навыки, они вот сначала, когда промоушен проходил, они вот выкатили вот Fallout Shelter, потом спешл показывали. Каждый раз про определенный спешл рассказывали. Youngblood, получается, тоже современный Wolfenstein. Так, еще. Рассказал про Rage есть второй. Второй я еще не проходил. Первый очень интересный был. Там тоже, ну, то есть, похоже на Fallout. Твоя механика. Там можно было машину модифицировать и на машине рассекать. Тоже поселение, города. Такая.
Welcome to the Deadlands.
Немного повеселее.
You are ours.
Cool, magical sword.
You are at a crossroads, child, where one of the paths leads to the bettering of mankind, where we, together, can lead the world into a brighter dawn. While you've been playing hero, I've been hard at work. I will make the people of this world rise to where they belong. We can transform them all. and save them from themselves. I warned you not to get in my way, child.
I'm just getting warmed up, ma'am.
I'd really appreciate it if you could help us get some of this island back.
No escape now! I'm right here!
Let's talk.
Listen up already!
You nuts?
Show me what to kill and where.
It's gonna be hard to keep score.
This is even better than I thought.
Let's make it interesting, huh?
When do I start?
Здесь отсюда отключимся. Подключимся сюда.
Paid me, I don't know if it was $30 or $35, and I was like, wait, what? And I was still in high school, and I was like, wait, what? So I put on a little business suit, worked at like a business. I would cold call ad agencies door to door with my little demo tape that I redid every couple months because I couldn't bear to listen to it after 2 months. I was like, oh, that was horrible. Because your learning curve, right? In the beginning is so steep.
Sure.
And then, then I went to Atlanta, did film and TV stuff there, and moved out to LA for film and TV, and did a voice demo just to because I had done it for several years, and I was like, I think I'll do this too. And then I got my first audition for a cartoon, and I was never allowed to watch cartoons as a kid. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but let's just try it. And that was the We're on Earth is Carmen San Diego series. And like you, I do all the aspects of it. I do commercials, cartoons, games. I just did my first audiobook, which is coming out September 15th. My first one was almost 900 pages.
Oh my gosh.
And 50 characters. I was like, what? It's a great book. It's Christopher Paolini's To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. It's really good.
Now
I don't feel bad about your hefty lyric scripts.
Oh no, no, don't feel bad at all. Don't feel bad at all, Becky. Oh my gosh, no, no. And then Robbie, I don't know if you've done this, but I've just sort of surrendered back to the first love and been recording some songs and stuff lately. Released one about 3 weeks ago and a month ago. Actually. Yeah, it's really fun.
That's cool.
You know, I grew up doing musical theater and singing in bands and doing that kind of stuff. And the only place I can sort of get my musical fulfillment anymore is via other media. Like I sing, like when I sing in cartoons or do whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. I've been doing duets with other voice actors from properties that I've done that are just sort of like wink and nod sort of things, just because it's fun. I don't make any money from it. It's just something I was like, God, I gotta sing or do music or do something. So
we got to do a chain then. Let's just do it. We should do like an ESO chain of like all of us. Like we had this great thing. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. Yeah, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn started this a couple months ago. Like we all sang a line from a classic song. We just added to each other. We should do one of those.
I think I saw you guys. There are a select few of you that are such talented singers. I love to see whenever you guys put out stuff. We should do like all of the what is it? We Are the World, like Hands Across America, with all the ESO people. I agree.
Если ничего сложного, вы создаете аккаунт, добавляете сюда Twitch, вот привязываете к записи.
So Becky, what is it like being able to sit in on these recording sessions? Because that's a lot of your job as our video supervisor at Sauce. Like, what is it like being able to sit in there and being one of the first to hear all of these characters coming to life?
It's like an exclusive premiere. No, like both Jennifer and Robbie are just such like masters of their craft that not only does it make my job super easy, but I mean, it's a privilege to be on the other side of the glass and just watch. They're both, I'm there to provide context, direction, pronunciation. It's like a day off because they're so like instinctually great at what they do.
Это еще продлится
it's fun. It's not like work.
завтра-послезавтра.
I think Jennifer's
underplaying it. Yeah, I think you're underplaying your role. You're less of a fly on the wall and more of steering the chariot. I think we would be lost without your context.
Yeah, we're like this. Where do we go? Where do we go?
Pronunciation is tough.
30 тысяч человек на трансляции сейчас.
Awesome. So it sounds like both of you have done both voice acting, obviously, and on-screen acting. What are some of the differences between those two?
Provide context,
direction. Time is a big one, I think. I mean, you know, when we go in to do, let's say, a cartoon or even a DVD, 2-hour DVD feature, like our sessions are 4 hours and we're in, we're out, project is done. Sometimes, I mean, if you've got more heavy
I think you're underplaying your role
in a 2-hour feature, and on set, I remember
fly on the wall and more of steering the chariot. I think we would be lost without your context.
Yeah, we're like this. Where do we go? Where do we go? So funny, you know. And there's a lot. The technical requirements are different, right? Like our box is this big. You know, when we're working, it's this big, and really, it's this big. It's this is what we control and taking noisy stuff off and not hitting things, which
Там тоже, то есть, попадает определенный предмет.
Oh, I'm the same way. I'm about to like smack this thing any second.
Right? But with on set, right, Robbie, you go and you've got you got to hit your mark. You got to be aware of this. You got to know where all your lighting setup is. A lot of it's Steadicam nowadays, so you got to be aware of that presence around you. And if you come up with something different in the moment, improving on a set is a whole other ballgame versus just knocking out a couple takes that you thought of. The creativity of that.
So funny.
Yeah, it's a very
the technical requirements
separate.
Different, right? Like our box is this big, you know, when we're working, it's this big, and really it's this.
Здесь также проходят интересные, получается, ивенты. Также вот мы уже про Рэйч посмотрели, в принципе. Теперь давайте посмотрим дополнительные, получается. Еще что есть интересного. Так. раз здесь проходит конференция. Сейчас мы не смотрели еще серию Elder Scrolls. Я, если честно, узнал вот только с Morrowind'а. Достаточно неплохая игра, но она вот чуть плохо тянула у меня тогда. Видеокарта Athlon 2000 плюс был и FX 5200 NVIDIA. 9.0C, я еще помню, эта поддержка была. Шейдеров вот этих вот, DirectX. Skyrim это вот достаточно объемная игра, очень много различных, то есть локаций. Morrowind, вот, сейчас я покажу. Здесь вот определенные локации, то есть в каждой из своих этих различные зоны. В Morrowind'е, то есть в основном болота были, то есть такие острова. Конференция E3, одна из самых интересных РПГ была. Компания Xbox, вот. Игра на E3. Самое интересное. Ну, на PC тоже было. Даже на 2 дисках раньше была. Вот такие локации были. Какой год? 2003, что ли, 2002? Наследник уже являлся Skyrim. Это уже совершенно другой уровень. Ремастер версия. Что многие, то есть, как бы с Skyrim, я сказал, даже в «Игре престолов» очень много ремастер-версия, то есть улучшенная, именно различные, то есть все там как DLC получается, и тоже дополнительные, то есть дополнительная графика была. Теперь поговорим, наверное, о Wolfenstein'е. Wolfenstein тоже достаточно интересная, то есть серия беседки. Здесь, получается, можно Old Blood вот есть, The New Order, The New Colossus, это уже новые серии. Был первый Вольф, потом вот
to strike fear in the Nazis? You want to cause some real havoc? Well, then you come to the right woman.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, we've asked you to become one of us.
Look like a vision out of Dante's Inferno.
Monsters did this.
Not monsters. Men. America? I guess they don't have the fighting spirit no more. They just do whatever the fucking Fuhrer tells them to do.
We gotta set this right, Grace. Put the fighting spirit back in the American people. Ignite a revolution.
You want to strike fear in the Nazis? You want to cause some real motherfucking havoc? Well, then you come to the right woman. You still got some Nazi fighting killing skills up in you? I got a plan that's gonna send shockwaves throughout the nation.
Let's get this freak show on the road. I got a nuke in this here fire extinguisher.
Yes, of course! That sounds so good.
You should join us. We can always use more good people.
Некоторые технологичные получаются эти.
I'm sorry. Did you need this boat?
Yes, motherfucker. They brought this war to our shores!
People gotta know they don't have to take this shit no more.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we, the free people of the resistance, ask you to become one of us.
Welcome back to America's #1 game show.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, tonight, we, the free people of the resistance, ask you to become one of us. Did you forget? They beat us! They murdered us! They executed us! But guess what? They fucked with the wrong country!
Come and fucking get me, you fascist Nazi pigs!
And if tonight we see you on the streets with a knife, or just your clenched fist fighting the powers that be, then you are one of us! Tonight, they burn.
Кого-то на основоположник вообще шутера. Вольфенштейн. Так, сейчас давай другие еще. Это вот один, так, Колоссус мы смотрели, сейчас вот New Order. И получается Young Blood немного в другом стиле, Old Blood тоже. Тоже современность, а это, то есть, немного о прошлом тоже.
stunned. We can't catch up. People are getting desperate. People are dying. The resistance calls on you.
Berlin. Come in, Berlin. What's your status?
We're in bad shape, Captain. Completely surrounded. They're gonna find all of us.
You know, I've been on the run my whole life. So sick of the silence. This moment, right now, it's gonna be loud.
With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down death's head for good.
Call me Death's Head. I don't like it. I'm a happy man. You see?
Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. They can't do my head, baby. They can't deliver and it's
Вопрос расизма рассматривается и в таком ключе юмористическом. Да, конечно, это плохо. Но с этим бороться, конечно.
Schieß dich einfach ab, leg dich einfach flach.
Nazi scum.
You've stayed with us for 14 years. The Nazis rule the world now.
I'll find the resistance. I'll find them and I'll help them fight.
B.J. Blazkowicz.
I thought I was a goner. And here you are, back from the dead. Ready to set things straight, Wyatt.
We are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over.
General Death's Head. He's nearer to us now than he's been in years. You eliminate the general, we cut the head off the crowd war machine.
There's one more thing. It's quite critical.
I like you, such a resilient specimen.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. I'm gonna ask you one question. You are gonna answer that question in a way I find satisfactory, and if you do not, I will saw your head off with this here appliance, you hear me?
Zur Hölle mit dir, deinem verdammten Widerstand! Boom, 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 boom. Ich schieß dich einfach ab. Leg dich einfach flach. Nimm dich mit zu mir. Steck dich in mein Haus. Boom, 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 boom.
Да, вот такая веселая. грустный такой, саркастическое.
So much has changed. I've been gone for too long. They beat us to the bone. No one knows how. The world was forced into submission. They took our freedom. Tore down what took centuries to build. They terrorized the world with their power. Enslaved millions. Uprisings. Rebellions. Resistance. Crushed beneath an iron boot. They're stealing our future. Flaunting their might. They think the war is over. But they're dead wrong.
И вот новые серии, это ну как, Old Blood. Они такие так...
The monster never dies, no matter how many times you kill it. Just sheds its skin and changes form. Where are we going, Kessler?
To Wolfburg.
What's in Wolfburg?
Death, Agent Blaskovich. Death.
Blaskovich, do not kill anyone unless you have to.
What's that? Kill as many Nazis as I can?
Jesus Christ! Look at that. It's raining Nazis.
When a general deaths head, Lieutenant, is keeping the folder mentioned in your mission briefing at our base of operations. This folder contains the location of Death's Head's compound. Could be our last chance, Blaskovich.
I've got a plan. Break into the keep. Kill every Nazi in there.
Вот такая вот была,
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Да, в принципе, то есть раньше вот достаточно, то есть для своего времени очень уникально. Потом, конечно, уже развитие произошло ее, то есть дальше уже, ну, сейчас многие, то есть портируют ее на различные платформы, то есть сейчас можно тоже видеть ее много где. Советую попробовать, то есть это родоначальница вот этих всех стрелялок, всех различных новых шутеров. То есть вот сначала было, потом был уже Doom, и потом уже, то есть все остальное, потом там Нукем, Еретик, Серьезный Сэм уже попозже был, получается, потом Doom еще 4 была версия, Еретик тоже вот сейчас покажу, интересная была версия. Вот, здесь вообще тоже интересная механика была, тоже интересная, то есть выглядела. Сейчас даже в DirectX 11, по-моему, DirectX 12 она работает, то есть вот такого плана она была. В принципе, достаточно неплохая. Вот различное оружие было, арбалет был. И, то есть, интересно, то есть Doom, потом вот Еретик вышел, и потом достаточно уже индустрия начала развиваться. То есть, семимильными темпами, но начиналась она вот так вот. Да, вот такие вот монстры, и ты с палкой выходил, получается. Игра была достаточно хардкорная, сейчас достаточно тяжело умереть, там было достаточно легко. Проходить было достаточно непросто. Сейчас, то есть для массового потребителя они делают, то есть хардкорные режимы не оставляют, но вот в таком плане. Так, посмотрим. В принципе, так, я все, что хотел, сказал, рассказал об интересных, получается, проектах.